Good morning, friends. My name is Toni Cureton, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Life Skills FYI. Life Skills FYI provides a set of core adult capabilities to manage work, family, and relationships successfully. It's designed to help build the skills adults need for life. Life Skills FYI teaches skills of planning, awareness, focus, self-control, and flexibility. They are daily living skills to promote successful, independent living, skills that every adult should know but were never taught in school. Life Skills FYI premieres on Thursdays at 10 a.m. on our My Virtual Academy Facebook page and on Instagram. Today, we are going to talk about how to lift someone's mood and bring cheer, how to cheer someone up when they are sad or depressed or angry. So, have you ever had a coworker get bad news at work or see a friend going through something tough? We all have difficult days, so knowing how to cheer someone up is a great life skill. You probably know firsthand that when you're in a bad mood, you can't always overcome it alone. We need people around us who can cheer us up and motivate us and get us out of our funk. A person who knows how to help you swap your negative emotions for positive ones is a great asset. So why can't this person be you? We all have the ability to be a positive force in our friends, family, and our coworkers' lives. With a few tips, you can learn how to get someone in a better mood if they are sad, stressed, or angry. You can learn how to cheer someone up, what mistakes to avoid, and the best ways to offer support. So, why should you cheer someone up? Well, while you certainly have good intentions in your quest to cheer someone up, it isn't always what they want. If a person is going through a tough time, it's okay to ask them directly how you can best support them and offer some positive vibes. Ask them if they want to talk, or if they need a distraction, or if they just want to be left alone. They might want advice, but they also might want to rant about their problem without your input. We all need to vent our frustrations sometimes. After they decide what it is they need, you can act appropriately. The person you're trying to support is also allowed to change their minds. So do your best to be supportive in whatever way it's possible for you to support them. And most importantly, in whatever way that they are comfortable with. So how do you cheer someone up? Cheering someone up doesn't require a lot of money or time. When it comes to helping a loved one or someone you care about get out of a funk, it's simple things that really count. Sometimes all it takes is for you to just reach out and be there for them while they're feeling down. Therefore, if you're making an effort, you're already off to a good start in helping them to feel better. The next thing you can do is explain how much they mean to you. Tell them that you appreciate the ways that they've been there for you when you've had down days or stressful times, or you didn't feel, so happy and positive. Next, you'll want to emphasize and explain that you know just how they're feeling. Be careful not to make this all about you, though. And don't always look for an experience you've had to share with them, which can be viewed as you're trying to one up them, or that it's just or a competition. Simply just be there for them and listen. Let them talk, don't interject. Next, we're going to go over a few ways that you can do to help someone cheer, to cheer someone up and brighten their mood. The first way is you can give someone a thoughtful gift, which can instantly brighten up their day. Everyone loves to, everyone loves to receive gifts. It is one of the quickest and easiest way to convey to someone that you care about them, because after all, you took time to actually go out and get them something. So that's always appreciated. And that's always a mood brightener. Next, you can watch a movie together. Watching a really feel-good, happy film can instantly cheer someone up. It's a perfect antidote to stormy gray weather, stress from work or school, or whatever, whenever you just need to laugh and giggle. Watching comedies like Tag and What About Bob or any other uplifting, funny movie can help them get rid of those negative emotions and make them smile again. Number 3, you can share a walk. Exercise can be a huge mood booster. In fact, exercise has been found to increase blood and energy flow to the brain, improving happiness for that person. It also helps to be out in nature and experiencing the beauty of your surroundings, watching the squirrels play and climb trees, the beautiful leaves on the trees that are turning from green to orange and yellow. These are beautiful sights that you can help someone who's feeling down experience, which again helps lift their mood when they're out in the outdoors and feeling the sun or warm chill from fall weather. Sharing a walk with someone, it does wonders to help lift someone's spirit. Number 4, again, listen to them. When life gets stressful, it helps to have someone willing to listen. Not willing to talk, but just to sit there and listen. Maybe your loved one just needs someone there that they can vent their frustrations to and explain their position on whatever is bothering them. Let them air out their problems completely without trying to fix them. It can be a relief to just speak about your feelings. Sometimes only your presence is needed and will be enough for a friend who needs to be cheered up. Most people recover quickly as soon as they get someone who they can share their feelings with. It helps them to relax and they're stressed or depressed. And oftentimes, if you just let a person talk and cycle through whatever's going on, they will figure out, how to resolve their issue. They just needed that willing person to sit there and listen without interjecting, without trying to, suggest, even though you mean well, and even though you would probably be right in whatever your suggestion would be, let people just express how they feel. And they will conclude and come to the conclusion of which direction they should go in, how to resolve whatever issue it is. They don't always want you to point it out, because when a person can figure it out for themselves, it means a lot more than just listening to people tell them what it is. Because when you listen to people tell you, sometimes it can get into the area where you think people are passing judgment on you or lecturing you or, being negative. So just listen. That's one of the best things you can do to help a person cheer up and boost their mood and lift their spirits. Next, you can tell a joke. Laughter is the world's best medicine. Using sarcasm and puns and inside jokes to help them crack a smile, that is an awesome mood booster and it changes and cheers people up. Sometimes laughing makes a person feel better, and a big belly laugh helps to restore happiness and put a new spin and perspective on whatever the person's situation is. So tell a joke, even the corny ones, knock knock jokes, those can be really funny. Next, you can send your friend a card, a greeting card, or you can write a letter, or you can send motivational quotes. It's always exciting to receive snail mail where someone sent you a greeting card with a beautiful passage in it, and it brightens your mood and it lifts your spirits, and it lets you know that someone else cares for you and is concerned about what's going on in your life. It's a great way for you to also express that to the individual. Let them know you care and say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I know you're going through this particular situation, and I just want you to know that I'm thinking of you right now and I care about you. And if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me. You can share your favorite memories that you have together. You can write down stories about, remember when we were, teenagers at that park, and, you dropped your ice cream. You can share and remind your friend, your loved one, of these fun times, and that will help them take the focus off of the stress and the pain and the depression that they may be experiencing, and they'll get into that moment that you're sharing with them, and it will cheer them up and it will lift their spirits. Again, let them know how much you appreciate them in the letter or in the card, and that you'll be there to help them and be supportive to them. You can send them inspirational sayings and quotes to lift them up. Words of encouragement, they have such power, and it can change your sad face to a happy face when someone just simply says encouraging words to you. When someone simply says to you, hey, you're such an awesome person, and I'm so glad you're in my life. When you hear things like that, it just brightens your spirit, and it lifts you up, and it makes you happy, and it makes you recognize that whatever issue that you're going through, it's not that bad. Next, you can make a person a nice meal. Feeding someone in their time of need is one of the oldest ways to improve someone's mood. They not only get a delicious meal out of the deal, but they also won't have to spend the time and the energy it took to make the meal or clean up afterwards. Next, you can volunteer together. By spending time helping other people, volunteers report feelings and senses of meaning and appreciation, and it helps boost their mood. Sign yourself up and your friend or your loved one to volunteer in, some helpful capacity, with organizations that are passing out food or rescuing animals or working in a nursing home. When you take your focus off your issues to help someone else, you gain an appreciation and an understanding and a meaning, and it brightens how you feel, and it changes your perspective. Next, you can do some gardening. Gardening can boost someone's mood as much as exercising does. It helps people feel a positive sense of satisfaction and fulfillment because they're out there working with their hands, and the plants and the flowers that they plant, they're growing and blooming, and they look great and they look beautiful, or the fruits and the vegetables in the garden are growing, and now you've got vegetables for your salad, and these are all satisfying and fulfillment practices that you can implement to help someone lift their mood. Start them off with a chia pet. Those are excellent sources of where a person is putting their hands to something and getting some sort of satisfaction and reward. And then they can use the little spices from the chia pets to, season their meals that they make. Next, dance, dance, dance. Dancing is a good mood booster. It can produce positive mental health benefits in people who deal with disappointment, grief, depression, or anxiety. Throw your loved one, throw your friend a party, or boogie to some tunes in the living room. Personally, that's one of my favorites. I love to dance, and it is so true that when you dance and get into the music, it just makes you feel so good, You can also give hugs. I am a hugger, and I love to hug people and give hugs. Hugging helps relieve stress. And it reminds people that, again, you love them and you care for them. One of the reasons people are sad is because they feel alone in whatever situation is going on. And these tips that I'm sharing with you, it reminds that person, no, you're not alone. Yes, it will be okay. Yes, you do have support. No, you're not the only one. Next, you can send them their favorite song. Music is the language of the soul, and it has the ability to make broken hearts merry instantly. I can't agree more with this because, if I'm out somewhere and my favorite song comes on, I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. Yes, this is my jam, So send someone their favorite song, consider creating a playlist for them and sending that to them. That will brighten their mood and lift their spirits. Also, you can use that same playlist and connect with your friend or your loved one, and you can sing the songs together. That is a hoot. You cannot imagine how much joy that is, that you and your friend, your loved one, will experience if you all are karaokeing together in the living room to their favorite, their favorite songs. Next, you can say nice things to them. Compliments are very powerful. They have the capacity to encourage and lift you up. Positive words like, don't be discouraged, you're the best, you can do this, don't give up, or it's not always a door that closes that causes the cessation of whatever dream or goal you have, but a closed door can be the opportunity for a new direction for you to go in. All of these things, all of these sayings can be a help to brighten your friend or your loved one's mood. Even if something painful like a breakup or if a death has occurred in the family, words of affirmation from you can make them feel supported and they'll be happy again. Following these tips can help cheer your loved one up during their time of need. Not only will your loved one feel supported and boost their mood by following one or more of these tips, but you'll feel good also. It'll make you feel better. So, here are a few things to say. No, here are a few things that you shouldn't say if you're trying to cheer someone up. The first thing you should never say to a person is, you're the problem. Even if they're the cause of the problem, don't start criticizing them right away. Telling them that they're always the root of the problem will add more salt to their wounds, and it'll make them feel bad. Number two, never tell a person that they are acting like a child. If you're trying to tell them to be brave, it shouldn't be by telling them to stop acting like a kid. Such a statement is hurtful and it should be avoided. Number three, never tell a person you're just too sensitive. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive. Instead of saying it that way, you can try saying something like, don't misunderstand what I'm about to say, because I just want to make sure that I express myself in a way that you'll understand. When you say it like that, then it doesn't make them feel bad about how they react and respond to things that go on within their lives. You always want to be positive, and you always want to be in a position where the person you're trying to cheer up is receptive to what you're saying. And the quickest way to shut them down and close them off is to say things like, you're too sensitive, you're the problem. Those are things that you shouldn't say, and you certainly can refrain and hold off on being critical about what took place until you get them in a place where, they're not so down on themselves about it. Well, now that you've got a few new ideas on how to cheer someone up, while this may be a starting point to help you cheer someone up, you'll need to choose the appropriate gesture to share with them so that they can be cheered and brightened in their mood. For some people, you may need to do a few of these tips to help get them on the right path to a better mental state. Remember that everyone grieves losses and setbacks and mental health challenges, as well as life challenges. They experience these things differently. And so it's not a cookie cutter thing. You have to tailor it to that particular person and their personality. It's important to let them grieve in their own way. You have to be patient, show love and kindness to help people through and help people deal with these situations. The key is knowing that all you can really do to cheer someone up is to show them that they are loved and appreciated so that they don't feel alone in their struggle. And that's the main thing. People feel like when they're going through whatever it is, they're the only ones. And you have to embrace them and let them know, no, you're not alone. You have help and support all around you. Well, friends, that is all my time for today. Thanks so much for tuning in to Life Skills FYI. Again, my name is Toni Cureton. You can reach me if you have any questions or you just want to share something or talk about anything in particular at 586-842-0558. That's 586-842-0558. Thanks again for tuning in to Life Skills FYI. And always remember to adult responsibly.